Morning, guys. Just giving y'all a view of what I'm looking at this morning. It is really foggy out today. Tell you what, these last, whew, oh goodness, who done that? These last several days, man, have been, I said this last week, it's been like a roller coaster ride, man. All kinds of stuff, highs and lows, but the grace of God, I'm getting through it. I'll tell you all more about it in the days to come. Oh man, this fog is thick. I hope everybody's been staying safe. I mean, I was talking about just a whirlwind week for personal and business life, but man, outside of us, there's been a lot going on, a lot going on in the world. Last time I was on, ooh, look at there. Yeah, thanks for the turning signal at the last minute. Ooh wee. Anyway, the last time I was on air, was when I was broadcasting Wayland Enterprises live, and I went down to the house that we bought to flip, and just checking on some of the progress down there. Was actually going to go talk to a realtor. We was going to tour the property, and then he was going to give me some pointers on what I needed to update or fix. Not fix, but update or add to bring the property value up. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do that tour. We had put a new doorknob on, and I didn't have the key, and the key was supposed to have been left, and it wasn't. So I had to show him pictures. But it'd have been better if I could have did it in real time. But like I said, didn't get to do that, so. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a great morning, pleasant afternoon, wherever you're at. And traveled several miles now, and this fog is not letting up. It's widespread. I ain't even seen any gaps in it. It's just a constant thickness. A little tired this morning. I did get to, I talked to a young couple yesterday. They wanted to interview me for the college paper. Want to know what type of, basically how did I get from where I was at to where I am now. Want to know if I was in poverty when growing up. Just want to know how I grew up, a little bit of my life story. Specific questions. I got to tell them about my, I got to tell them about my childhood, which a lot of people don't believe. But, and one day I'll sit down and talk to you guys about that. It was nostalgic to go back over how I was raised, So then they asked me about my job situation, promotions, stuff like that. And I know I had applied for, I can remember when I worked at Louisville Bedding, and I hadn't been there very long, close to a year, I guess. It might have been a year, a little over a year. And there was a team leader spot that had came open, and the next thing I know, upper management's giving it to this one guy that I had trained. I mean, he spent several months under me. I trained him. I got him ready, to do the job. He didn't do the job no different or any better than I did it. So I spoke up. I'm I'm like, how are you going to award him a job or send him to a school for training when I trained him? And you can see the look on her face like, oh, don't want a lawsuit. You know what I mean? Wasn't the fact that it was like, oh, well, you know what, you're right. It was, I don't want a lawsuit. So it was like, yeah, we're going to go through the formalities. We'll send you to school, and then we'll come up with some reason why not to give you the job. I mean, you can just tell. So, and then I had another opportunity with him. I thought was an opportunity the door got shut. But just like my wife says, not every no is bad, and not every yes is good. Louisville Betty is no more. That company has shut its doors. I moved on years ago. I knew that wasn't the place for me, so I wanted to find something and do something better. And then another promotion I was supposed to, I sought after was I wanted to get into safety, and I had to get into this certain group to kind of get my foot in the door. And I got passed over not once but twice. The first time it was because of my so-called education. I had an associate's degree in Homeland Security, and they told me I needed a bachelor's. Then the second time around, they awarded the job to someone who had an associate's degree, and they told me, oh, well, we just changed that back to an associate's degree, but I had more education, and my job paid for my education. They paid for me to go back to being to get a bachelor's degree. So, but not every no is bad, and not every yes is good, because that group got disbanded a couple of years after that, and they only kept 3 people out of 8, which I knew damn well I wasn't going to be one of those 3 if I'd got hired. So everything works out for a reason. So now I realized that my advancement is not in the factory sector, not in manufacturing. My advancement will be in entrepreneurship. And that's what I'm going to pour my energy into, is being an entrepreneur. So I haven't sought after any more promotions in that sector, and really don't want the responsibility now. I got too much on my plate. I got a lot of things going on outside of those walls, and I'm just using them for a tool now. But I appreciate you guys joining me this morning. Thank you all for keeping me company. As you can see, that fog has not lifted, not one time. It's amazing. Of course, we got rain yesterday, and it was unnaturally warm yesterday. Cold front was supposed to move through, and I've never seen it. Hey, how are you? I see. I'm getting ready to end the live though. I'm just about 100 feet away from ending the live. But I'm glad to see you. Thank you for coming back. If you're interested, go back and watch the replay. Oh, really? Well, that's cool. All right, guys, if you are familiar with this program and you know what time it is, it's about time for me to give my final thought. And my final thought is this: if everybody serves, everyone gets served, okay? Thank you for the like. If everybody serves, everybody gets served. Think about it. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I love you guys. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Jessica. I will talk to you guys. Cosmo, is that the name? Okay, I got to get off of here. Jessica, I'll be back tomorrow if you would like to join me, okay? I'll talk to you guys later on. Love you guys. Bye.